Hello. I am trying to figure out if I'm live or not. It says 0 viewers. Now it says 13 viewers, so that's probably a sign that we are live. This will be a quick walk around Hakata station in Fukuoka. Hakata station is the biggest and main station here. I came here last time I streamed from Fukuoka, but that was at night, so I thought I wanted to see what it looks like at daytime. And I don't have that much time because I'm actually flying back to Tokyo. My flight leaves at 11, which is 1 hour and 40 minutes from now. But the airport here in Fukuoka, oh, here's the Shinkansen. So this is as far as you can go with Shinkansen from Tokyo. So this is the last stop. I could take the train back home, but that takes me, I think, 4 hours and something. So I'll be flying. Yes, it's a beautiful morning. People are, I think most people have already gone to work or they're on their way to work this time of the day. It's considerably more quiet than around the main station in Tokyo, that's for sure. Although I think this is like the rear side. The main side of the station is like the opposite side, so I'll be heading there. But I think, let's see if we can walk through here. But yeah, it's been a nice little adventure down here in Kyushu. I was down in the mountainous part of Miyazaki prefecture, which is a very, very rural part of Kyushu in the southeastern side of the island. And we were doing some hiking on foggy mountains and yeah, some other activities. So it was quite interesting. Unfortunately, we had one day with a long mountain hike and the weather was like really bad that day. So that was a bit of a bummer, but it's been a great adventure anyway. But actually I was supposed to go home last night, but it had been 3 such intense days and I was so tired, so I decided to just, instead of flying home with a late night flight and arriving sometime after midnight, I decided to just stay one more night, spend one night at a hotel here, get some good sleep and then head home today instead. So that's why I'm still here. Yep, it's like a 10-minute ride from Fukuoka to Fukuoka airport. So it's super central. One of the most central airports I've ever been to, actually. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah. Oh, it's very loud here. I'll just be quiet until I get to the other side of the station because this voice is so annoying. So 610 is asking if they enforce social distancing on the planes here in Japan, and no, they do not. Like, if there's available seats, they try to spread people out more, but it seems like they book all the seats, because when I flew here it was very crowded. Well, thank you, Jenny. Lunch fund for when you get back to Tokyo. Thank you very much. So yeah, no, they do not really enforce any social distancing on the planes here, unfortunately. I'm not 100% comfortable flying in these days, but what can I do? So now we are on the kind of front side of the station. I think, yeah, this is where I came when I did that rainy night stream from Fukuoka last week. But it looks quite different in the daytime light. Nagi Ekiben. That sounds good. I just had a pretty solid hotel breakfast, so I won't be hungry for a while. But yeah, domestic air travel here in Japan is seems like it's doing reasonably well. Yes. I actually watched the news this morning, and I heard about mass layoffs in the US on all the major airlines over there. I mean, the airlines here are still, of course, suffering, but at least it seems like domestic travel is relatively okay, and I think domestic business travel is also pretty much, yeah, I wouldn't say normal levels, but probably better here than in many other countries. Oh, what's the temperature? Oh, thank you, Fungus. What's the temperature? Oh, I don't have my second phone, so I can't check, but it's comfortable. Comfortable, sunny, not hot, not cold. Very, very nice. Beer, aka night juice. Thank you. Yeah, you know my policy, no beer before lunch. So, but I will try to since it's been a few days since I streamed. I was so busy, and also there was hardly any reception where I've been for the last couple of days. But now that I will be back in Tokyo, I will try to get back to daily streaming again. It's a little bit more lively here, but still, like, compared to something like Shinjuku Station, this is pretty quiet. Yeah, I mean, I wonder what the airline industry will look after this. I'm wondering if it will ever be back to what we were used to before the pandemic, which, I don't know, it gives me very mixed feelings. Fundamentally, I really like flying, and I'm very fascinated with aviation and what it enables us to do, but also it's impossible to deny the environmental impact of this lifestyle, and in that sense I guess it's good if we see a reduction in air travel, but yeah. It's definitely challenging times, but especially for me who lives here in Japan and still, you know, have my old family and friends and part of my life in Sweden on the opposite side of the planet. It's like, yeah, if flight suddenly becomes dramatically more expensive, for example, then, you know, that raises a lot of difficult questions about my current and future lifestyle, and I think that's something that maybe a lot of people can relate to. You're a flight attendant in Canada, yeah. Mr. Kudaranai, Sakurajima, yes, I will most certainly be going to Sakurajima as a part of this project. I don't know when, but yeah, IATA estimates it will take 4 years before travel is back at 2019 levels. I don't know. To me, even that sounds like it might be a bit too positive, but who knows? I'm not an expert, I'm not an analyst on the flight industry, but did you visit Vinami Aso when you were in Aso recently? No, I did not. Maybe I passed through, but basically these days work-wise has been quite hectic, so I was glad that I could do that little stream that day when we were in Aso, but other than that I haven't really, you know, it's been busy with either work or like transportation between locations pretty much from early morning until late at night these last few days. So and no, Minamiaso, I think we drove through there, but we didn't stop. Yeah, definitely a different vibe compared to Tokyo. Or I don't know. I mean, yes and no. It's different, but this could also be like some mid-sized Tokyo neighborhood as well, I guess. I don't know. I feel like people further west in Japan are much friendlier than people in Tokyo. Yeah, I definitely agree. I also think so. I think people outside of Tokyo generally are more laid back and easygoing compared to those living in the capital. Okay, now I'm heading back to the same side that I started from. Like I said, this won't be a long stream because I don't want to miss my flight. I want to make it to the airport in time. But I thought I did want to do a little bit of a walk around the station and just, I don't know, get another little sense of what Fukuoka is like. Can't afford to miss the flight. Well, it's a rebookable ticket, so I already changed it once. I can change it again if I need to, but I really want to get home. I mean, this trip was supposed to be just 2 nights, but now I've spent 4 nights away from my family, so yeah, I spent 1 night at the hotel before the flight and then I spent like when I went here, and then I spent another night at a hotel here now. Generally I prefer to do longer trips, like just 2 nights away. It's a bit too short considering all the hassle that it involves with traveling to the other side of the country. So I think my future trips for this project will actually be much longer. Is it alright to ask what you do in Japan? Yeah, people always ask. I'm a photographer, and I'm currently working with a project for the tourism board down here in Kyushu, in the southwest of Japan. So I'm basically traveling around this part of Japan and taking lots and lots of photos. So yeah, that's what I do here. Time is it over here? It is 9:30 in the morning. Yeah, I like my job. It's a lot of fun, and I get to explore and experience many interesting places that I would not be able to see otherwise. So that's kind of why I tried to steer my career into this direction, and I'm very fortunate that it has worked out so well for me. So that is pretty awesome, actually. So I think this is probably quite a busy street during the busier times of the day. Right now it's very quiet, but it's also very wide, and you can see that it's dimensioned for a lot of people and traffic to pass through here. Ah, Yodobashi camera. Too bad I don't have any time for shopping today. Is there a place you'd love to visit with your family? Oh, many. You mean in Japan or anywhere? We do quite a bit of traveling privately as well, so personally I'm very fond of my part of the world because I've been away from it for so long. So places like Norway and Iceland are always very enjoyable to me, and I'm also a very, very big fan of Italy. But in Japan, yeah, there's tons of great places too. Probably our first trip that we will do with our daughter will probably be to, well, first it will be some locations closer to Tokyo, like places we can visit in a day trip or so. But once she's big enough to travel a bit further, we will probably go to Okinawa or some place like that where we can relax and have a bit of fun time in the sun on the beach. Yeah, the fjords in Norway, they're gorgeous. I haven't really well, I've seen some of it, but I've only been to Norway once, and I only went to the really far up north to a city called Tromsø, which is gorgeous, popular to see the northern lights. That was great, but yeah, I hope next summer, if we are able to travel to Scandinavia, then we will travel around a bit more. Yeah, early stream today, Super Comet. Early and short. I will probably have to end it quite soon. I did complete at least one lap around the station, so now we're back where I started. Yeah, I think you all got a bit of a glimpse of morning life here in Fukuoka, and so did I. So even though it's been a very short stream, I hope you enjoyed it, and again, I'm sorry for making it so quick and brief this time, but tomorrow I'll be back in Tokyo, so hopefully I can do a longer, proper 2-hour weekend stream or something like that, and include everything from beer to maybe some snack eating ASMR session that you all seem to enjoy so much. But yeah, I'm actually walking back to my hotel now, where I will just pick up my luggage and then head to the subway and catch the train to the airport. Yeah, Japanese cities always, they're so different at night compared to at day, and that's really, I can really feel that here as well. Yeah, I mean, my impressions so far of Fukuoka are really positive. I wish I had like a few days to spend here privately and I could just do, you know, explore the city on my terms. That would be great. Hopefully I can do that soon. Yeah. S is asking if I have post field work to do when I arrive back home. I do. Probably at least 2 days worth of work, editing and paperwork and everything else that comes with this project. But then at least I won't be traveling anywhere next week, so I should have some time to hang out a bit with my family as well, so looking forward to that. How long is the flight back to Tokyo? It's about an hour and a half ish, so not terribly far. Anyway, here's the hotel I stayed. I can reveal that. It was quite nice. Hotel Blossom Fukuoka. It's owned by JR, the train company. It was a decent, nicer level business hotel. Not bad. Good breakfast. Anyway, that will be all for today, and again, I'm so sorry it was such a short stream, but hope to see you all more properly tomorrow. Bye, and have a nice day. Heido. さよなら。また明日。